Bar staff of Reddit, have you ever had a man use the Safeword drink escape? And how often does it happen? I used to bartend for a gay bar. One night, I had a group of guys who seemed to be having a great time. After another round of shots, one sticks behind at the bar and asks for an angel shot. I bring him behind the bar and into the office. He was with a couple co-workers and their friends. He knew the co-workers were gay and would be taking him to a gay bar, but apparently things started to get out of hand when they started trying to grope him. I tell him he can chill in the back room for as long as he needed. He hands me a handful of crumpled ones and asks for a burger. We didn't really serve food besides shitty bar snacks, so I hand him back his money and give him a couple bags of chips. About half an hour later, I go to check on him and notice that he's really fucked up, to the point where he can't even talk, definitely drugged with something. Luckily, all his asshole friends were still there drinking, so I called the cops. He's rushed away in an ambulance immediately. I shut the bar down so the cops and I can go through the security footage. We managed to catch two of the guys he's with putting some powder into his beer. Both of them were arrested. The other two were somewhere else at the time and were let go. I was working for a smaller bar with a mixed crowd. For both men and women, we had safe drinks. Women, virgin tequila. Men, virgin vodka. In total, I saw these ordered 2 times. The one that sticks with me the most was for Christmas Eve. This night we had mostly gay guys hanging around in the bar and some students. After a while of the students, S got a lot of attention of one of the gay guys, GG. Hand on leg, a lot of too personal questions touching ass, and told he was straight and not interested. This got the bartender that overheard this on alert end. He put a napkin on the bar near where he was sitting with a red exclamation mark, so all staff knew something was up. S goes to toilet and GG orders a round of vodka shots. Bartender didn't see S, so poured the order and placed it on the bar. S comes back and GG tells him to help him empty the glasses. S starts drinking and suddenly looks very paley and sweaty. As soon as the vodka is domed, GG smiles and walks to toilet. S looks worse by the second and asks for virgin vodka. At this moment, 2 of the bartenders get him to one of the other bars owned by my boss and call an ambulance. I used to bartend and do front desk at a hotel. One of my regulars was in for the week. Real nice guy, very friendly, and happily married. We also had a cuckoo bird lady staying with us that week. She was decent looking but deaf, had crazy eyes. They were both at the bar and they were talking for a while. Him being a nice guy, he didn't want to outright blow her off, I guess. He stops at the front desk to say what's up, and we talk for a bit while the girl is just standing behind him. He shoots me a look that says, "Get me out of this situation," as he starts walking towards the elevator. Once she gets in the elevator, I called him back to ask a question about Detroit because I was going there next week. He got off the elevator, but so did she. Then I told the lady there was a problem with the card she had on file. There wasn't, and he slipped away. He called me thanking me a few minutes later. My friend's roommate was the bouncer at our college bar. My friend broke up with his girlfriend, and she wanted him back. She kept threatening to make a rape claim against him if he didn't get back together with her. After a month of not talking to her, he thought the situation was done with. I ended up seeing him at the bar one night, and we're just drinking and shooting the shit. Out of nowhere, his ex appears and starts flirting with him. We are both frozen in fear because he's got to walk this fine line of not pissing her off and not getting back together with her. Another bouncer burst in and booms, "I told you to get the fuck out! What's wrong with you two?" He leads us to the back, exit-only door where my friend's roommate was standing. The roommate saw the ex creeping in and had his back. He sent one bouncer to kick us out and another bouncer to stall the crazy ex so he could escape. Pure bro behavior. I worked in a nightclub that was popular with the gay community. For a couple of years, we didn't have a safe word. But one night, there were 2 guys clearly hitting it off. They were flirting and having a great time. After a couple of drinks, one of the guys was clearly being very forward and touchy. The other was not enjoying this and had withdrawn. He attempted to walk back to his friends, but the first guy wasn't having this and pulled him back. In an attempt to get out, the guy started vigorously shaking his head any time one of the bar staff walked by. After this happened a few times, we realized something needed to be done and spoke to the guy that was being all forward and explained that we didn't think the other guy wanted to stay at the bar with him. He got aggressive then and started screaming at us because how the fuck would we know what the guy wanted? Although it was blatantly obvious. Eventually, we got security down to escort the guy out of the place so that the guy who had been trying to get away could go back to his friends, have a good night, and not have to leave. Wow! Good on you for jumping in and keeping him safe and also moving quickly enough to nail the bastards who drugged him. I was with my best friend and his boyfriend at our favorite gay bar one Saturday night and ordered drinks from a newer bartender who had a serious crush on my best friend. We ordered our opening shot of a buttery nipple. Little backstory. I'm a straight married woman with pierced nips. The night I got them pierced about 16 years ago, my BFF decided that we had to toast the nips with that shot. And it's been our first shot every night we go out together. LOL. Which is a very weak shot. Then switch to our vodka tonics. One shot and one vodka tonics. And we are all three fucked up. I don't remember much about that night, and only pieced it together afterwards from friends and video. I ended up in just my bra and jeans in my car with a blanket on me after 3 fairy drag mothers found me trying to unlock my car door. They got me safely inside my car, covered me with a blanket, tossed my keys under the spare tire wheel well, have an SUV, and used redial on my phone to call my husband. They just thought I was drunk. My best friend was found by the police officer who worked outside the bar crawling in gravel beside the nearby railroad tracks trying to find his way home. His boyfriend ended up having a seizure on the dance floor and had an ambulance called. They had to intubate him ASAP after he stopped breathing and his throat started swelling. The officer who found my best friend knew the 3 of us well since we were regulars, and found it suspicious that we would all be so fucked up when we had just gotten there an hour before and never left bombed. So he called it in and alerted the owners and management. We didn't find out until later that night that said bartender was stalking him and had roofied the shots in hope that he would be able to get my friend alone and make sure the other 2 of us never went looking for him. He got arrested and ended up getting 3 years. Yep, had exactly this happen to me years back in a nightclub. I managed L, only time I've ever experienced it, so I wouldn't say it happens often. Turned out the girl he was with was an escort, and she had threatened him saying guys were waiting outside to beat the shit out of him unless he paid up so many hundreds more than what they had agreed earlier. We immediately got the police involved instead of just escorting him out. It spiraled out of control briefly, but all was well in the end. Had some good times working in the cub industry. Edit. Oh wow, didn't expect this to get so many upvotes. Basically, for the people asking what happened to her, she went absolutely batshit at my staff when she clocked something wasn't right, smashed some glasses, and stormed out of the venue. Police arrived, took CCTV footage and statements. She was picked up later that evening. No idea how far it went or what happened, though. As far as we could tell, there never were any bad guys waiting outside. My guess it was just some scam she tried to pull on her clients. Who knows? All I care. I work in small cocktail bars in Sydney, Australia, prime date night joints. We have something called Ask for Angela, where the idea is you just ask the bar staff if Angela is working tonight, and that'll be the hint to keep an eye on things or even call a cab. I've only had one customer, man or woman, ever use it, a nice younger guy on a date with an older gentleman. The issue was threefold. My old regular bar had a drink called Neff. Need escape, please help. Not really the name as it is another language, but that is the idea, which was not on the menu. If you order it, they call you a cab, and one of the waiters will wait next to the toilet, allowing you to pay your half there and let you into the back so you can leave unnoticed. It was available for men and women alike to get out of bad dates, though they will not really let you use it to skip on your date. They didn't advertise it really, but regulars knew it existed. They would also actively offer someone that drink if they feel their date is going to the wrong place. I saw a man being offered it once when his date was verbally abusive to him, and a woman whose date was so arrogant and creepy and talked down on her. Never actually use it myself. I actually thought it was relatively common in most neighborhood bars to have this type of drink, If you like the stories, subscribe and click the bell to get notifications. Thanks a lot for watching. See you next time.